Hello, my name is Stephanie Nay. I am a elementary special education teacher at Proximity Learning. I've worked here for the past 4 years now, and it has been the best decision I've ever made of coming to join the team. I have taught elementary, middle, and high school for special ed here. Really all subjects. I've done reading, math, social studies, science, social skills, and I have met such incredible students and parents, and also have made friendships out of teachers that I've worked with here as well. My background with special education is that I started in 2009 as a paraprofessional. There was a opening at a local school for autism for paraprofessional, and I walked in there not really expecting anything, and it completely changed my life and was really the jump start to my career. I did work as a tutor and also a teacher at other companies, but when I did see the opportunity for proximity, I couldn't have been more excited to join a place that is so student driven, and it's just amazing being here and teaching. A remarkable experience that I have had recently actually happened this past year. It was with one of my students who is nonverbal, but he did have an eye gaze device that he did not use very often. So in the beginning of the year, his mom and I had spoken, and it was a goal really for her to have him use that as a means of communication, and also for him to feel more independent, where he could speak for himself. So since August, we've been working so hard on getting him to just use the eye gaze device, even if it's for a yes, no, simple basic letters. And just this past week, he has been writing in full sentences using correct punctuation and grammar. He's doing amazing, and we were both just so excited to have him have a sense of independency, as well as having his voice heard, which is, to me, the main point in special education, having the students know that they're needed and having their voices heard. So some ways that I have used to, or some different ways that I've used to engage my students, have been a lot of movement. I like them to feel like, although we may not be in the physical classroom, we do air tracing with our fingers. We sometimes do sign language. We take a lot of brain breaks so that we can move around and dance. I like each one of my students to have a role. So sometimes, or some days, one student will be in charge of telling us the day of the week, the month of the year, and another student will have the job of saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I also, as far as learning, I like to use different types of resources online, like Boom Cards, Nearpod, Kahoot. I use every single day I use Canva in the classroom. It keeps them engaged. I like to use YouTube videos, different types of animated videos, where they are able to see what we are learning about. The way that I build personal connections with my students, I believe, is really a day-to-day thing that I never will stop trying to learn about them and what they like. Obviously, the first week is a great way to get to know your students and to see what their likes are, their hobbies, their favorite songs, their music, their favorite color, so that you can incorporate that in the lesson. But also, just as the year goes on, having them know that you are there because you care, you are rooting for them, you're supporting them, and you feel like a friend to them, that they can come to class, know that they're welcome, know that this is the place where they will be heard and needed, and just continue building that connection with them. The students that I've met here at Proximity have just been so amazing. It's really been life-changing to create these relationships with them and have these connections with them and the parents, and to see from start, the beginning of the year, to finish at the end, and just see how much work they have done, and for them to be so rewarded at the end of the year. It's amazing.